get not an idea, not to, sort of find out that you're wrong or anything. I just want to see if I can actually support him in this situation where
Okay.
he's going on this flagging streak. Seems especially on you.
Yeah, I don't know about the flagging part. That's on his part, but yeah.
Mm. So anyway, the first question I have to ask, and of course, um, so the diss track itself, I haven't actually seen the video as in like, well, as in like I've seen it on, like looked at it in a detailed way. I was shown it by a friend, but was the video monetized in any way?
It was, but I don't think it was because like YouTube automatically does that for you. So
Oh, it automatic. Oh, so no, you mean like, as in monetized, as in like you put ads on the video, is what my question is.
I didn't manually put it,
Like,
but it automatically like ticked all the
so
boxes. Like,
YouTube,
yeah,
so YouTube put an ad on your video, and you didn't.
no,
Is what you're getting at. So you're saying that it just automatically happened, and did you make any money off of the video?
no, not really.
So then that's a bit of a point against EJ at the moment because that already kind of dicks him over in the part where he says that you uploaded a video in its entirety into this diss track, and this is just going off of talks I've had with Ethan. Is this true whatsoever? Like, have you actually uploaded this video with several? Well, no, sorry, not several, but at least one of his videos fully.
Yes, at the start of the diss track.
All right, then what was this? What was this video?
It was the other diss track that he made on Jacob Sartorius.
All right. Well, that is what if I'm correct, that is deleted now. I'm just checking this while I go. By the way, I have an
Okay,
iPad in front of me
that's fine.
for reference. So if I'm correct, he has deleted this diss track, so it renders his point useless. Yep, it's deleted. So he can't really hammer you on that issue.
Yeah.
Um. So again, you didn't make a single cent off of this video, but you did add your own original content into it, did you not?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, the diss track itself, yes.
And on the rant I made on him, it was like 30 seconds of him, and it was like speeded up. So he keeps going back to that video, referencing that, saying that
You basically copyright him because you featured 30 seconds of text.
yes,
All right, so that's in my opinion, that's pretty much the stupidest thing I've heard from Ethan. So because that is it's not a good. That's not saying you copyrighted him whatsoever. That was 30 seconds of what I believe was a 5-minute video, or was it longer than that? I'm also checking your
I think
channel
it's like
now.
6 minutes. But like, I also referenced him in the description. But when he
Uh,
flagged it, he wrote in the thing that I was using that to send hate to his channel or something like that.
that is bullshit. Not you, but that is bullshit that it was sending hate. I'm seeing now that it's a 6-minute and 20-second video. So 30 seconds of that video belong to him, while the
Yep.
other 5 minutes and 50 seconds belonged to you.
Yep.
So again, I think
It's me
you're
like ranting on about like
about
that
how
his
he
situation. Yeah.
how he like he abused a broken system, yeah?
Yep.
So like he's used his intellect in a way to sort of get ahead of you. And
Yeah, and I
I
have
mean, of course,
screenshots of like him, his takedown requests, but they got rejected. I could send them to you if you want.
yeah, I'd like them to I'd just like you to send them over, so that just gives me more evidence if I do decide to go against Ethan.
Alright.
Of course, I'm not going to make a video on him because honestly, I don't think it's such a serious thing that he's done. I just think it's snakish, and And well, he did make the good point. You can't just, steal a candy bar and then give it out for free.
Yeah.
But again, but I have a good counter for this. EJ has not monetized any of his videos, last I checked, and candy bars, last time I also checked, were actually worth something. So they were worth actual real-life currency, while his videos were basically nothing. Like, they're not worth anything. I'm not saying that as in, like, his content's crap. Well, I mean, I do think that his content does need work, because it isn't very entertaining for, well, what I'm looking for anyway. But, point is, it's not worth anything, so even if someone uploaded it, who's gonna give a shit? Is it illegal that someone uploaded his video? And he even said himself, right,
Yep.
to me, personally, face to face, any attention is good attention, so why would he flag a video that gave him more attention?
I don't know.
It's just,
I'm just about to send you the stuff through the DMs.
it's fine. So you're sending them through Instagram, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright then. Alright, I'm just going into it from YouTube.
I mean, it does have like his details, like his address, but I won't show that, obviously.
No, that's fine. I'm not gonna hunt him to his bloody house at all.
Yeah.
So, So, yeah, so that is a pretty slimy move. So I'm looking at them now. I've got them on my screen. So, I don't think that you, Michael, um, really infringed anything. In fact, I don't even think this is much of a serious video. I mean, he said it was like poking fun. It was a shitty diss track. He even said in his own comment section that it was he wanted the satisfaction of flagging the video, which makes him nearly undefendable.
Yeah, I have a lot of screenshots, like him saying stuff like that on like Instagram, all that sort of stuff. Like on his like own personal account, he has
I saw
posted
um
stuff like that.
he said to me he says he thinks it's all right to do all this stuff because he's an arsehole and he's aware of it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying personally that I think he's an arsehole. He's just said himself that he is an arsehole, and has said that I've said to him myself, it's not an excuse to be an arsehole. You can't just, because you have this excuse of you're not a nice person, if it's apparently okay for him to act like what he's detailing to be. Now, honestly, there are so far 0 points that I can defend him on for flagging the video to begin with. So what I can find the flaw is that, well, for you did upload his video in its entirety, but then you added something to the end of it. So it wasn't an entire steal. If it was a steal, you would have just uploaded the video full thing and claimed that it was yours, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
But you didn't. You credited him in the description, and said that that video was not yours. And I'll give you a bit of advice here.
Yep.
If you look in a YouTuber called I Hate Everything's description,
Yes.
he has this little copyright, paragraph that says that all images and audio was used for parody purposes only, and when you don't use that in a diss track where you actually use his video, which is the diss track, which is also deleted by the way, so it's a non-point, you just copy paste that paragraph into your description, and it sort of gives you a bit more of a platform to stand on.
Yeah.
Um,
But the thing about the diss track though is that at the start, like when all the music like rushes in, there's like a message that I put. It says it's just a joke, so don't take it too seriously. And
yeah, us, oh,
yeah, and he
did you
rushed to
really?
conclusion, and I
Oh,
don't
he
even think he
rushed.
watched that part.
Yeah, I don't think he watched it because I think he just saw that his whole video was uploaded. He didn't care about the message. He obviously just saw that his video was in yours, and he went immediately for the flag because his content was on your channel.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I know why he did that. I think it's because, and I think this is a theory. This is just a theory that you're more popular than he is. Like, I believe you have like something 200 subscribers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes? No? And he has about 134 subs. So maybe he thinks he went for immediately for the flag because you're more popular than him. It's just an opportunity for him to prove that like you're scummy or something, and you could lose fans and he could gain from it. And he has a big ego. I mean, just judging from what I've seen of him, he does have an ego, and slightly fragile. Like he will threaten to punch you if you don't agree with him. Like he did do this on I believe it was Friday when I last talked to him, which was yesterday,
Okay.
and it was talking about like the third Star Wars movie. Anyway, my main point is I don't. He said to me that it was unprovoked what he did. I mean, sorry. He said what he did not unprovoked. Like he didn't do this as a sort of doggish move. So did he get any hate from this video?
Yes, but it was mostly like from the school because everyone was like at this time it was mostly the EJ hate was coming towards him, but
Oh,
mine
so it was at
wasn't.
its apex, is what you're saying.
Sorry, what?
So you're saying that the hate was like at its apex.
Pretty much, but like I did it at the wrong time because everyone was just jumping on board the train of hating on EJ, and I think that was my fault at that time.
Uh, yeah, I do agree with you. That is a flaw. You did it at the right time for the hate, but the wrong time to look like the good guy. And I think that's the main reason that he's going after you so hard. Is because of this sort of this hate he's attracted, and your video has just contributed to that. And I think because he saw his video spliced into it, that it just ultimately insulted him, and he wanted to take down the video. Now, of course, I think he just wanted to show the diss track just to say, all right, you're gonna get this done to you now. Like I'm gonna diss track you. I'm not really too sure on diss tracks. I don't watch diss tracks, to be honest. Um, but like I really do think that there are some flaws in that I see with you, Michael, that I want to actually get to the bottom of. So
Yeah.
first of all, I want to start at the EJ the Looker video. So
Okay.
as Ethan told me, you had violated an agreement that you would not make any more videos. Now, before we get onto that,
Yep.
videos on him. Before we get onto that, did you actually make this agreement? Did you actually agree with EJ that you weren't going to make another video on him?
There was an agreement, but there was no part of it saying that I was not going to make any more videos on him. But even though the video was just like the tiny little gag that could like I don't know, it was meant to commemorate what we had before we were like I don't know, I guess you could say cool with each other. Um but it was mainly just it was about I can't even remember what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. Well, what I see there is that, the EJ the Looker video, I mean, it is the tiniest form of criticism I've seen directed at EJ.
Yep.
but it still did criticize him just on the lowest possible level I can ever see. So technically, I mean, I know you made it as like it was a little gag. I enjoyed that video, by the way. It was a good video for such a short thing. It was pretty good, but I mean, it did sort of violate what I can take from it, your agreement. However, if you're saying what is true and you said you weren't going to make another video on him, and you just said you were going to be cool with each other,
Yep.
then and if you're cool with, so like I'm not going to name anyone because online I like to remain anonymous,
Yep.
but online, in real life, I'm friends with guys who we insult each other all the time. It's like a little gag between
Yeah,
us.
I do that
So
too.
it's a guy thing. It's a guy thing,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
So I think that's what you were trying to do with Ethan, but Ethan here didn't see that,
Yeah, I
and
just think he takes it too far on social media, but I think in real life he can take a little bit of a joke. I'm not too sure.
he can't actually. In real life, he's tougher in real life than he is online. So like he will go against someone if they don't agree with him, unless he knows that he's going to lose to them. Like, for example, me. I don't think that he likes to debate against me because he knows that I will win. Because I mean, I don't think he knows this. I mean, I'm just guessing at this point. But I have countered so many of his arguments, and I mean, you got to see things from my perspective. You have no idea how many arguments I've had with how many times I've said to Ethan, I don't agree with what you've done here. I don't agree that you flagged the video. I don't agree that you've brought Michael's channel one strike closer to being shut down. And I don't agree. I've lost an awful lot of respect for you. I'm still your friend, but I've
I
lost
think
respect.
that's just his main goal, is to take down my channel, to be honest.
I think, yeah, it is sort of, I mean, it is an asshole thing to do, and has admitted he is an asshole. Um, what I really want to say is that, like, there's some way to say that to justify what he's done, but there isn't really a way to justify it. I've been looking up and down for ways to sort of make sure that Ethan here doesn't actually get, you know, uh, doesn't get the short end of the stick. But the more evidence that's being pinned against him, and this in this interview is also going to be another piece of evidence that I can go against him with,
Yep.
it's adding up to the pile, and like, what's the point of trying to defend someone if they're constantly doing things making them harder to defend? That's like being a lawyer to a murderer, and then the murderer kills someone in front of the judge. It's almost impossible to defend them.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So, look, I've talked to British Panda Gaming. I mean, you must know Ben at this point, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
I've talked to him about this, and now EJ is actually threatening him in real life and approaching him. He has been stopped by numerous people. I haven't, of course, stopped him because I don't think I could.
Get involved, yeah.
I don't think I should not get involved. I don't think I could get involved if I wanted to or not. Because, again, Ethan's got brawn, and I myself do not have brawn. I'm just really brainy. And so I think that's the main reason why I haven't confronted him extremely in real life. I have confronted him extremely over social media. But there are so many weak points that I can find, but I just can't approach him about it because, I think you will agree with this. He is an intimidating figure. Would you not agree with that?
Yeah, I do agree.
I think because with the combination of his raw intellect and his somewhat strength, I think he is quite a threatening character, and that is why I'm not trying to defend him because I try to toe suck him, so I'm not going to be bashed. I mean, I go against meatheads all the time. I don't care. But this particular meathead is my friend.
Okay.
So I mean, I can be a close friend with anyone, but if they're wrong, I will point out when they are wrong, and I will not defend them when they are wrong. I will defend the one that's right. So at the moment, from what I've gathered, you, Michael, are
Yep.
the right one in this situation. You made a joke, he took it too seriously, and now he's dedicated himself to taking down your channel. And obviously, he's going to... I've talked to EJ, and I'm going to send another message tonight saying that all he should do is make a video in response to you and not flag down your video again, because if he does that, and believe in this strongly, he's going to take down the video and then your channel's gone. From what I
Yeah.
understand, you have 2 strikes at the moment.
Well,
Do I not have...
actually, I have one right now, and that's because of the EjTheRogue video. The other one got resolved. Pretty sure, if I am correct. Yeah,
Wait,
I'm correct.
so he flagged your EJ the Looker.
Yes, and
So
it's taken down.
there's no point in me sending that message anymore, because now he's already flagged it. And
Yeah.
is that video down?
Yep.
Are you kidding?
Yep. I have an email about it right now.
Yeah, I'm just going to um just gonna have a look at Ethan's Instagram just in case there is any other talk of this on his post he made about, like, when you look 27 times in a single video. Oh, yep. Video title EJ the Looker, and it was taken down by EJ. So
Yep.
counter I think that you could submit a counter notification.
I have already.
All right. Last time I checked, like, he can take like, he will most likely not respond to that in a way that resolves your problem and keeps your video up.
Yes.
I do think that he is going to, if he can, take down that video.
Okay.
Um. Right, so I'm just looking in the comments section. Credit doesn't make it all right. So I think that renders him pretty much wrong, because credit does make it all right, because you're not claiming responsibility for the video. So so that's one of his arguments dissected. Not only do you have no basis for a strike, so I'm just reading out the comment now. Kid, credit doesn't make it alright. If you steal candy bars and then hand them out for free, that doesn't make it okay. Not only do you have no basis for a strike, you're still in the legal wrong for using my content. Be it use of my footage or using my freestyle as an outro, you've done nothing but steal my work when making videos regarding me. I think that's just bullocks in its purest form. That comment there is just... there's so many things wrong with that comment, and I think you can see it as well. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
And it says, again, I used legit 30 seconds of your video. In other videos, I admit I used your content, but that doesn't matter. Literally everyone, even YouTube support, said that my video still fell under fair use. Now, I don't think because everyone says it means it is fair use, but I do think it was fair use. I mean, all you did in that whole scenario was put like the teeniest amount of his video into yours,
Yeah.
which it's just a non-point to begin with when he says credit doesn't make it all right. I mean, that just counters everything he says in that comment, because credit does make everything all right, because you're saying that it doesn't belong to you, but you're just using it as a parody for entertainment purposes.
Yep. And it's
And
just like
so,
other YouTubers who do like sort of like videos like that, like for example Leafy's here or something like that. They chop
I'd
up the
use the
video.
example. I mean, what's going on between you and EJ is like what happened between Colossal's Crazy and FusiTube.
Okay.
Colossal's video was fair use. It uploaded minuscule parts of FusiTube's videos, and he still got copyright striked when it was clearly fair use. And there was something added to it, something original there, and it only just added on to his content. Your videos were not primarily EJ's videos. It was primarily yours. So, like, for example, if, like, with this diss track, if I understand correctly, 40% of it was EJ's,
Pretty
and the
much.
other 60 was your own
Yep.
stuff. So, he can't... Really, that is fair use. If your video mainly had EJ in it, like for example, 90% of the video had EJ in it, and the other 10% was your own stuff, like the EJ the Looker video, where you just labeled it, but then again, you cut to it several times, but I guess that doesn't make it right either, because it's still featuring parts of the video. So
Yep.
actually, for the EJ the Rogue video, I mean, that could fall under copyright. Um, Although you did add something to it, I think instead of it being fair use, you could say it was for parody purposes. Like, for example, what Bart Baker does, how he makes the music parodies, and all these songs, he's getting their tracks, their karaoke versions and whatever, and, making a parody. He's adding something to it, he's making something out of it. So, when the same thing happens with you've actually made something new out of what EJ's done. I'm pretty much echoing what I've been saying for the last 28 minutes. The point is, it was fair use,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
And honestly, that is a point against Ethan. Now, another point against you is that you still know that the EJ, the Rogue hate is at its apex at the moment, yes?
Yep. But it's dying
Yeah,
down just the tiniest bit.
just a tiny bit, but it's still not dying down
It's still up
100%.
there.
It's still there.
Yep.
See, then, why did you choose now to do the EJ the Looker video? Because you do know that it could attract hate to EJ. Like, EJ pretty much also got a lot of people laughing at him from that video. I mean, I know it was a joke originally, but it still resulted in criticism. Would you not agree with that, or is there a counter for that?
Well, it was mainly to show that the things we had before we were cool with each other or whatever you want to call it, and
When you were both neutral with each other, yeah?
yeah, because we had the quote unquote agreement that EJ said set to both of us, and apparently it was that I would not make another video on him, but I don't remember a single part of that in the agreement. And if there was one, well then that's on my fault. But um, it wasn't written on paper, so there's no way of actually like um showing evidence that that was actually an agreement part.
So how was this agreement really, like, how was it given to you? Like, was
It
it...
was just he came up to me at my locker at school and just said we had our fun. Let's just stop this and yeah.
So it's not written down on pen and paper, so it's not an official agreement.
It's not an official. It was just a handshake or like a high five or something like that, and walked away.
Well, I mean, if you did shake on it, then I could see why he's mad at you at the moment. However, if it was like a high five or something, then well, you're still right. Like it was a joke, yeah.
Yep.
But I still don't understand why you chose to do it like now. I mean, I know you said you're commemorating what you did, what you both felt about each other in the past, and this is your reason for why you're why this video was uploaded, just to remember what what you've forgotten.
Yep.
Am I right? But I mean, I would have done that at a time when the EJ the Rogue hate stopped. Like, not completely stopped. Like, well, I'm saying, like, a handful of people hating on him. Not the whole school. Well, I mean, not the whole school is in 100%, but pretty much the whole school, or at least the grade that EJ's in. I mean, the EJ the Chode accounts. I mean, I absolutely hate EJ's haters. But the EJ the Chode accounts are the worst of them all. It's a big meme that's going around this particular school.
Yep.
But you've sort of added to it in a way. Like, you've sort of given them more of a reason to criticize Ethan because again, he uploaded that video for entertainment purposes, and you're sort of, well, you've sort of, it's the most minuscule criticism I've seen from you to him, but you still criticized him, like, for the looking left, and I'm just getting this off memory, the Vietnam flashback looks-ish,
Yep.
the zooms in and whatever, zoom in and whatever, his facial expressions. So, it does sort of add to the hate. Now, do you agree with this? Like, do you admit that it did add to the hate?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you think that you're in the wrong for that?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Alright, so that is a point against you. Again, let me just remind you that I am not here to defend EjTheRogue. I'm not here to defend you. I'm just here as a neutral party to figure out what's going on. So, has there been a repeat of this at all? Like, what other problems has he given you other than flagging down the first video and flagging down now this one? Like, has there been any other problems? Like with your rant video, was there anything wrong with that?
Well, he did attempt to flag it down, but I think I sent that photo in the DM and it didn't go through. And it showed the whole, like, his argument about why it's, like, not fair use or something like that. And,
So, I'm just opening up the Instagram just so I can see this post. So what number photo was this sent through to?
I think it's the third one in the middle. Oh, the second one, sorry.
Second one. So, describe the work allegedly infringed. Other. So, type of copyright work, rant video using my footage. One evil genius rant. Claims it isn't infringing because he only used 30 seconds and gave credit. Nonetheless, I want it taken down. Entire video. He is so wrong with that. It's unbelievable.
That
It is
part made me
unreal.
laugh so hard.
It is unreal. Entire video did not feature his content. The entire video, from what I gained from it, I mean, it had royalty-free Leafy music,
Yep.
which was actually, well, one of them was a song from an artist who I think, like, as long as you give credit to the musical artist, you can use the song. And the other was the Mario theme.
Yeah.
But that was, again, not officially, I think it was owned by Nintendo, but I don't think that you're still, again, I don't think you made money off of this rant either,
Yeah,
so,
it's unmonetized, this
again, those songs, you're not claiming that the songs are yours, so you can use those, but you're not claiming that the 30 seconds you used EJ's video.
Yep.
The 30 seconds you used as videos is completely unreal that he thinks that. So he said it here, So, stills, audio, and footage from several of my videos were used without my permission in iGame's video, which I am the subject of. I did not give him permission to use them, nor do I want him to. Portions of these videos were used in iGame's One Evil Genius rant without my permission and outside of fair use laws. He shows snippets and stills from my videos and ends the video with audio from a video I have since removed. Here is the offending video itself. He also links to my channel in the description and urges his viewers to dislike my videos.
I
So,
never
this
once in
sounds
that
like...
video urged to dislike his videos, but okay.
I think sort of inadvertently you did by making the rant itself. I mean, let's face it, mate. You're a pretty popular guy, right? Like, you have friends. You have a lot of friends, and so if they see that EJ's done this to you, it sort of gives them a reason to attack him, in a way.
Yeah, I can see that.
But also, he says in this that he used snippets. He shows snippets from my videos, and then he says up above.
30 seconds, and that wasn't even. That was.
And then he says up above, the content appears for the entire video. When most of the video, last time I checked, was CS:GO surf footage.
Yeah, and then me talking over that.
And you talking over that. So, and also the two songs that I heard playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta defend you on that one 100%. It's irredeemable. Like, you cannot sit there and defend him with that kind of evidence stacked against him. Like, I mean, I've got the screenshot now, so I could easily discuss this with him now, and, you know, sort of slam him in a way. I mean, I do have now a bit of backup, so now I know what I'm talking about when I do talk about it. Tough stuff. I mean, I wouldn't expect a flagging war out of people in year 8 in a high school. But at the moment, this flagging war is one way. One person is firing the bullets, which metaphorically are the flags, and the other is trying to move out of the way, but he keeps hitting the other. EJ is firing just too many bullets, and soon enough it's going to overwhelm you, and you'll be gone. YouTube-wise, of course. Like, I think, in my humble opinion, I think cease all videos on him. Do not make another video on him.
No,
do you think that's fair?
I don't plan to anymore, because, like, this is just getting outrageous at this point.
I do think it's outrageous, not for you, but for him, to continue to flag these videos. It's like, he's made it his sole purpose to destroy you. I think, don't give him a reason to destroy you. Let someone else point fun at him, and don't be the one who takes the fall. I mean, I hate this bloody, just ignore them, because they'll stop eventually. They won't stop, that's the lesson. But, you know, if it is sort of, if there is a way that you are, you know, giving him a reason to do all this stuff, then stop what you're doing. And I think that with these videos that you've made on him, you have inadvertently given him a reason to flag these videos, and it's given him a reason to harass you.
Yep.
Now, I'm using the term harass in inverted commas because it's a repeat of unwanted events. I don't think you want these things to happen. I mean, I think that this whole thing is genuinely retarded. Like, I can't see why this is, still a thing between you two.
Yeah,
like, EJ should have given up by now. He should have given up to realise that he's lost, but I think the main reason he's continued it is because he wanted to escalate it to that next level. He wants to win. He wants to have the last say.
Yeah, and I can see that. just happening.
And I think if you continue to do these videos, I think he is going to get the last word, and you'll be silenced. I think that's just it. I may be wrong, but I do think he wants to win this. He wants to prove that he wants to do this in some sort of Leafy Keemstar thing. Like Keemstar proved in the end that Leafy was the bad guy. I think he wants to prove that you're the bad guy. And so he looks like the hero. You start losing attention, he gains attention. I think that's exactly what's happening here. I'd like to say that there's like more I could defend you on, but really, I mean, it's not you that are more or less going to like bring up points about, but more or less him, because he's more flawed in this entire spiel than you are.
Yeah.
And like, it's completely, it's an it's an argument that I can easily solve by saying, I can easily say who wins and who loses. You win. But, again, sort of like let's think Game of Thrones, if you've ever seen that.
Okay.
The good guys, yeah, they're the good guys. They're seen as the good guys. But they keep getting slammed, hit hard, and drawn down, but nonetheless remain to be the good guys. So I think that's what's going on here. You're the good guy here. Everyone sees it, and EJ's trying to manipulate it to make it look like he's the good guy. Like he's the one who's right, and you're the one who's wrong.
Alright.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for coming on for this interview. I think we'll end it here
Okay.
at about the 42-minute mark.
Yep.
I wanted to say thanks for agreeing to do this.
That's fine.
I will definitely have a talk to EJ about it.
Okay.
I want to get next. I want to get his side, and you might agree to this to some extent if he decides to talk to me about this, and then I get evidence from both sides. I think I'll have both of you on one line for somewhat of a debate, and I can just act as like third party.
Yep.
Just so I can see who's flawed and who's not. All I can say is best of luck to you, really.
Okay. That's...
I hope this thing blows over, and you still look like the good guy, and EJ not so much. But I hope that in the end you both find it fine with each other. I hope you can both forgive each other and bury the hatchet for good, and leave each other alone from then here on out. And that's all I can really say, more or less.
Alright, well... thank you for having me on anyway, so... yeah.
It's okay.
Is there anything
Of
last
course.
things you need to say?
All I can say is I'm going to talk to EJ, and hopefully he's as agreeable as you are. Like you were not what I was expecting. I was expecting a bit of a fight, like a bit of denial. But you seem to be very agreeable. Not what I was expecting at all. So all I can say is thanks for being agreeable,
Welcome.
and so on and so forth.